Welcome to The Vintage Voice. I'm your host, Jessica Rapp, and I'm really excited to share that we have a new co-host today, Kylie Hunter. Welcome, Kylie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be the co-host.
All right, so today we're going to talk about careers in your golden years, and I feel like it's a very trendy, hot topic that we're going to talk about. And today we have a special guest, Sheila Williams, here with us. And she is the Career Center Coordinator at Vista del Camino and for the whole city of Scottsdale, if we're being honest. So Sheila, welcome today.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. And we're going to ask you some questions now.
Okay.
And we're going to talk all about careers.
Love it.
In our golden years. So first off, tell us about the Career Center and what you guys offer.
Okay, great. So we do, so it's kind of two things. We have a physical space with computers that job seekers are welcome to utilize. It is self-serve, so, but they can come in, use the computer, update the resume, things like that. And then the services part of it, we work individually with job seekers who are looking to gain all levels of work, part-time, full-time, temporary, seasonal, and we work with all job seekers. So really anyone in Scottsdale or nearby Scottsdale who want to use our services. And we basically help them with those job search tools. So resume is going to be a biggest part. Also knowing how to answer those interview questions, having that strategy of how to describe themselves, how to sell themselves. And obviously we do discuss job opportunities and ideas that they can explore. So we kind of help them with all those steps through that process. Some of our job seekers need help with the actual application. So we do assist with the online applications as well.
That's great. And I was just in a workshop with you last week, or a presentation, and I learned something new, that there's like an AI box or some outline thing to where like the people that are getting the resumes don't see what's included if it's in an actual like outlined box. Is that right?
Yeah, so actually it's ATS, so it's a software. It's a generic term for the software. And basically it reads applications, it reads their resumes. And so some of the rules have changed with resumes. So to be ATS friendly, you can't really use a text box or put things in headers and footers. And so you really need an ATS friendly resume. And we do that a lot.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, because a lot of times we'll get job seekers who have applied for multiple positions. They've never gotten interviews. And a lot of times it has to do with how they've uploaded their resume and if it's ATS friendly or not.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I actually just sent you my resume.
Yeah.
And I was like, please help me. And you did such a wonderful job. And I was like, wow, like I think I can do this. I think I'm really smart now.
It's like a nice, new outfit for your interview.
Yes.
It gives you a little bit of definitely a big boost in confidence. And so your resume really is that paper version, that digital version of you. It's the first time first thing they'll see. And so it's really, really important piece to you getting a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what trends are you seeing regarding seniors still working? Is it more fun? Is it more financial? What do you see?
So I would say the trend is that seniors are still working, and that's been really around for a long time now, but more and more seniors are coming into our center saying they have to work, unfortunately, or they need to supplement their Social Security.
Sure.
And maybe they haven't worked in a long time. We've had people that come in who haven't worked in 20 years or 30 years or 40 years. And so, things have changed since then. And so, I would say the fact that there's so many of our seniors, which is great. The bottom line is seniors have a place everywhere in our society, including our workplace. And so it's great to see seniors still working. But the have to work is sometimes, obviously very difficult for them, but also kind of difficult to see.
That is hard.
Yeah.
The fact that they have to supplement for their Social Security as well.
Right. And we do, by the way, we do get a small number that are just like, hey, I'm bored. Let's, what's out there.
Yeah.
I would like to get a little extra income along with.
Right.
But it's the trend is I'm seeing too many of the have to work situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And you kind of touch base on some barriers as far as they haven't been in the workforce in a long time. But are there anything else, any other barriers that they face, and how you help them or how they can overcome those barriers to get into the workforce again?
Yeah, so I think the biggest barrier is just technology to get the job, and then technology to keep the job.
Yeah.
There's so many more positions that have embedded technology into even customer service or any levels of a position has some level of technology they have to use. But I think the first barrier is to just know how to navigate the ATS system, the online system, and we get that from a lot of job seekers, but definitely our seniors because it's just so foreign, it's so different and new. So we do assist again with that process, building that resume that's going to be ATS friendly. As we were helping with an application, we're also showing them how to upload and how to, maybe do this on their own.
Yeah, that's great.
Because that's ideal. And then trying to find positions that may not require so much technology, and so that also can be a part of it. But in terms of overcoming barriers, I think the biggest thing I always share with all our job seekers, including our seniors, is really to practice as much technology. That could be even their phone, that could be emailing more people, like anything that's going to help them really just get more comfortable with using technology in their everyday life. I think it's going to help them then understand how to do it on the job as well as even on their job search hunt.
Yeah, and that's so important. And I'd like to point out at the senior centers, we do offer workshops in collaboration with the libraries. And they're, just one-time workshops like intro to ChatGPT or AI or, how to use the email system or whatever email system they use or their smartphones. Like there's resources out there for seniors to be able to learn.
And I think that's so great that, there's so many options out there to really start to get more acclimated to that system.
Yeah. So tell us about the top jobs and industries with opportunities for seniors, if there are any.
Yeah, so
I guess.
I had to look it up just to kind of get a nice summary. And I would say it's a variety of industries that a lot of job seekers are going into. So, your typical retail, hospitality, general customer service, which I think there's a lot of I think seniors can be superior in many ways to customer service and that engagement with the public. Even administrative support, but it usually does come along with some ability to be able to do the computer functions and all of that technology. And healthcare even, caregiving. I mean, there's pretty much all the industries. And it really kind of boils back down to the senior in terms of how many hours do they want to work and how much, some of these might require some standing on your feet for a long time, others may not. So I think that also kind of determines what direction they should maybe go into.
Yeah, that's great.
I think it's important to know that, there's probably a place for everyone out there, versus, you have your people that can't necessarily stand anymore, but there's always some sort of maybe online job or something that you can kind of, office support or something like that.
Right.
And then there are some seniors I know that come into our senior center that are maybe still hiking every morning and want a job that they're go.
Yep.
And I just think it's wonderful that there's a variety.
Yes, absolutely. There's something out there for everybody. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, are there any practical steps? You talked about the internet and the tech aspect of everything, and I think that that's probably kind of a start. But do you think that there's any other practical steps for seniors restarting their career path?
So I think a good first step is just doing a self-assessment, informal, of course, just looking at what kind of skills do I bring to the table, characteristics and actual technical skills. What kind of experience do I have in the past that I can bring forward into a new position. And it doesn't mean that we work with people that were engineers and, aerospace position, like really high tech type of positions, but out of the industry for, 30, 40 years. And so just looking at where are they at right now as well. So where were they, and then where are they bringing to the table? And I think really the biggest ask that I have when I have a job seeker making an appointment, I give them the homework, is I want you to do a job search. I want you to see if that position in your mind exists. Does it belong? Is it out there? Because I'll get a lot of really interesting, like, well, I'm looking for this and this and this and this and this and this. And it's really hard to actually sometimes find that position. So I give them the task of just search, look what's out there. And also it helps me kind of see and understand what their interests are, what direction they might want to go. And then also we're working off of an actual position that is hiring.
Of course.
Because there's so many really great potential opportunities, but they just may not be here in Arizona, or they might not be part-time, they might be full-time, or whatever the reason is. So I think it's important that they kind of see what's out there.
Do you see more seniors switching it up in the career that they were once in, or do you see it more they're using their skills to kind of progress in a career that they have been?
I think it's a mix, and I think it's also part of discussion of, because I'll have seniors will come to me with a very technical background. They've been out of workplace, again, for a long time, and even going back into their own industry would probably be pretty challenging in terms of finding a place in that industry. So I think, again, that's part of that process of searching, and I want them to come to that understanding themselves, and then we can discuss it. So it does a lot of times require a little bit of a switch. But, some of my seniors or job seekers are, they're like, you know what, I don't want to be in that high-tech stress, grinded out type of position. I did that. I would like to just be around people. I just want to get out every morning, and that's what I'm great at. And so I think, breaking it down to the simplicity of what is it that you're looking for, generally speaking, and then let's see what is out there, I think is a good step.
Yeah, I agree.
I like your process. I feel like that's really helpful for the seniors to kind of do some self-work and then come back to you so you can help them.
Definitely.
So we've talked about some of the resources, but what else? What other resources or tools that we haven't discussed does Scottsdale offer, or you at the Career Center offer that the seniors can come out, or anybody that it needs to use the Career Center can come out and utilize?
I mean, I would like to think we're a really good tool for seniors to utilize. They do have to make an appointment, and that way we can dedicate that time with them. I'm very lucky to have a really great team of career coaches. These are professionals. Most of them are retirees, actually, that volunteer their time to work individually with our job seekers. I do that as well. So I think, and you don't really find that, to be honest, out there free. I think the city shows their commitment to our community and our seniors to provide this service. And so I would say I think we're a great tool, if I can say that. But I do think there's some actually really great online tools, which might feel a little overwhelming for some seniors. But I think once they can get connected to a particular website that might help them practice, whether the computer functions or even just tutorials of just, like you just said, what is ChatGPT, and those things that they might hear, they can actually kind of practice or seek tutorials on. I think the library is also great in terms of their workshops that they offer. Our senior centers are great as well in terms of those tools. And so I would just say take advantage of all of it. And it's okay to want to continue to learn and grow. And I think employers are always looking for that. They want to be able to train as much as they can. And so all it does is just really help, I think, prepare the senior for this current workplace.
It's amazing.
And sometimes you're at the library, right?
Yes, yeah. So I do workshops once a month, generally different topics, job seeking topics. There's another program that I do at the library. So I'm there, usually there every week, chatting with the public and providing service or providing resources and so forth. So yeah, people might be seeing me at the library as well.
I wanted to plug that because I knew that, last week we saw each other at the library. I was like, hey, what are you doing here?
Hub. So it's been good to bring basically the ideas of bringing a connection with human services to the library. There's a lot of people who love the library, which they should. We have amazing libraries, and it's just introducing them to whole other departments, whole other services that the city offers, and it's been really good. We have a lot of seniors who do stop by my table too, so it's been really great.
Yeah.
One last thing, do you guys still do the career closet?
Yes, actually, we have our career closet. So it's basically professional clothing that's been donated, very gently used, gently loved clothing, and it is free for community members or even other job seekers that are outside our city to make an appointment, check out the closet, and take 1 or 2 outfits for their interview or for the new job that they've applied to or that they've gotten hired to, I should say. But yeah, that's another tool. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Awesome.
an important
Yeah, I didn't
piece.
know about that one. That's amazing.
I just know even sometimes, you know, you have your daily outfits that you want to wear, but when it's time for the interview, you're like, oh, wait, I don't have something super professional.
Right, you
So
wanna
it's a good
impress.
resource.
Absolutely. You know, obviously people can do what they're comfortable with, but I like the idea of a job seeker not having to spend money
Yeah.
before they're getting a job.
Yeah.
So whether it's paying, you know, a lot of money for a resume or coaching or any of those things, and definitely clothing too. So even if the senior has most of their outfit ready to go and they just need one piece, and they can just check our closet and see if it's something they want to add to their clothing.
So they just make an appointment with you for that too?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Love that.
So what we're hearing today is call Sheila and make an appointment.
Yes.
For any of it.
email.
Or email.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me today on Careers in Your Golden Years. I hope this conversation reminded you that your experience, your wisdom, and your stories still matter. Maybe more now than ever. And thanks again, Sheila, for being here
Thank you.
and being an important resource to our community.
Thank you.
And thank you, Kylie, for being the new co-host. You'll be
Yes.
seeing more of Kylie. She works at the senior center, so we're happy to have her here.
Thank you.
And that's it for today. And if you heard something that you would like to follow up on, make sure that you go on the website. It's Vista's website, right? scottsdaleaz.gov, or do you just search
They could do either. I would say scottsdaleaz.gov and search career services.
Career Services, search Career Services. So until next time, Scottsdale, stay vertical.
Hey, Miracle.